Or among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110. Guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Whoa, wakey, 8:05 on a Tuesday. Get up and get them in. This is Lou Information Station live and on demand at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0 coming at you. Matthew Rocchio, Jim the Cat Hayes, Cam Janssen, live on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in Lou Info, like and subscribe, chat away. Do your thing. The camera's over there.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody. You can chime in, too, on our text line, 314-590-3770. Yes. Give it question.
Yeah, first of all, we just did some recorded live spots, so I'm going to talk like this. Hey, Cam.
Hey.
Hey, Cam, I have a couple of questions. Why should someone get involved on the YouTube page and text in that way?
Because, Jim... What?
It's terrible, isn't it?
This is bad.
Is that how we sounded when we did the live reads?
Hi, I'm Leonard Pince-Garnell, and welcome to Bad Radio. You don't even know who Leonard Pince-Garnell?
No, I love the
No
voice.
idea.
I'll laugh anyway.
One of the greatest bits on Saturday Night Live. Leonard Pince-Garnell. And welcome to Bad Cinema.
Is that how we sounded when we did the live reads?
It's kind of like this.
Yeah.
Hey, Cam. Hey,
Hi.
Cat.
Hi, hey, Cat.
Pince. No, not hi.
Hey, Cat.
Hey, Cam. Why should people go to the YouTube stream of the show? Well, Jim,
You know, I've been wondering about buying one of those big white scarves to wear with a suit.
is that Leonard Pince?
That's one of the
I
looks
guarantee
he
if
rocked.
you watch that, you will say that's funny.
I don't think I've ever seen a Dan Aykroyd like deep character skit like that from his SNL days that didn't get me every time. Aykroyd,
He's fantastic.
Aykroyd like is fantastic, but it's clearly when he's playing that deep character where he can completely immerse himself, say ridiculous things that are pointed in that way. Obviously, point counterpoints the really funny, famous one everyone knows. But I absolutely love Dan Aykroyd SNL clips. So I'm googling this.
He
today.
did like a whole array of those, like bad cinema, bad playwriting, and they'd show a clip and he'd go, awful. Just awful,
and
honestly, he'd be applauding.
And you know what? I didn't realize until just now, but that it has the same strand of joke for 20 years later. The thing that doesn't get them on SNL, but the thing that makes Steve Carell and Stephen Colbert, what gets them through is the waiters who are nauseated by everything they're reading to their customer thing. It's kind of the same string there,
sure,
of somebody doing something super serious and mundane It's like the exact same thing of why Colbert and Carell's. Have you ever seen their skit of the waiters who are like trying to read off the specials? And
but Dan
won an award.
But Dan
Colbert.
Aykroyd is far more talented than those two.
Than Steve Carell?
Carell's great too.
Colbert. I mean, he's got Aykroyd and Carell have got to be in the same stratosphere. When you look at the amount of
Carell's
movies
been in a lot of
that
things.
Carell put together,
And Carell's done some like dramatic stuff too. Very good.
He's got to be.
He's a damn good actor.
Yeah, I love Dan Aykroyd, but the IMDb page doesn't hold
but
up. To
like
Carell.
Aykroyd to me, like Ghostbusters. I mean, it's just a role.
Oh,
Funny movie, but
loved
I don't
it.
think. But the roles he did in Saturday Night Live were brilliant.
so good.
Brilliant.
Robert Redford died. Speaking of actors,
Nice to yeah.
talking about
throw in the
acting.
Hey, Ken, what about the dead guy? I just saw a Robert Redford movie on my phone. I think because Ed had mentioned it.
Which
one? All Is Lost, where he's like on a boat by himself and gets lost.
God, that's,
And I don't think there's any dialogue. It's like the Tom Hanks, movie
Castaway.
where he's on. It's like that, only with less dialogue.
Yeah, and it's horrific. It's horrific slow burn of torture.
Yeah,
Right?
but
What
I
do
don't.
you do?
But Ed said, and I kind of agree with Ed's kind of smart.
Yeah, he is.
He said, I don't think another actor could have pulled that off, and I think he's right.
I might try that out, man, because I do watch documentaries of these people that get caught on a sailboat for months or whatever, and they get hit by that rogue wave and they're stuck out there and they got to find turtles and drink their blood, and oh my God. So was it good? I mean, was it boring? Were you engaged the whole time?
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
It was a little boring. Yes, I was engaged. And yes,
All right.
overall, I would say it was a good movie.
And we were talking about this earlier before pre-show, the pre-show that we do. And we were wondering if anybody goes to movies by themselves. And when I looked at it back in the day, if you're a young kid, I say that looks kind of, but when you get older, I'm like, yeah, I'll go to a movie by myself.
Here's the thing.
I don't want anybody around me.
The reason why we brought this up is I'm a big Spinal Tap guy, and Spinal Tap 2 is out.
Oh, boy.
I don't think my wife wants to see that.
Yeah,
And also, I don't want to guilt someone that's sitting there for 2 hours,
No doubt.
some they don't want to see. And I could just go up the road on the off day and just sit and watch the movie that I wanted to see.
Go.
But then you feel like,
No one cares. Doesn't matter. You're not there to socialize anyway.
You know
if
what
you
I'm
are,
gonna
you're
do?
a jackass.
I'm going to bring Stella with me as a support
that.
dog.
And bring in some candy in your pocket so you don't have to pay $13.
No, I would never do
No. God, no, I'd never do that. What am I thinking?
that. You're saying like you would do that.
I used to do it back in the day. I haven't been to a movie in decades.
I want to support cinema because it seems like it's dying out. Like going to movies used to be a huge thing. It ain't anymore.
You got everything at home,
You
baby.
got everything at home.
And a lot of these movies just
But-
pop up on Netflix. I'm like, okay.
But here's the thing. I do agree with this. Maybe this is overthinking it, but I hear people talk about being part of an audience, which is the shared experience. Now think about this before you make a face. Part of the thing about being at a game, if you're a Blues fan
That's true.
or Cardinal fan when we had them, like you're there watching something and you're part of a group experiencing it together. Like if you're part of a fan base, right?
The Cardinals are awful
There's
this season.
something to that, right? And I think that might be in play for movies too. No,
Nah, not for me. I don't give a damn if somebody laughs and I don't laugh, or that I
I'm not
laugh
saying
and they
that-
don't.
I'm not saying
Or
you're taking
cheer.
your cues, but if it's like a legitimate movie outside of comedy or something, you're sharing it.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
last
you,
thing I
you
remember
have
on
to
a movie,
learn where to laugh from the guy to your left who's wearing a Motley Crue t-shirt.
I kind of just zone and I don't even see anybody, unless
I don't
they're
either.
loud. So it's like,
What do you think? I'm looking around?
well, but when you're at a
I'm
game,
saying
you feed off of their energy. I'm not
But
doing that at a movie.
I think at a movie you might feed off without knowing it. That's what I'm asking.
Maybe.
Don't shoot it down without thinking.
So sit your
about it.
bitch ass down, nerd boy.
Yeah, baby. You heard him. God.
Listen, I'm not strict.
I
all
did
right,
see-
you ain't pushing me.
I
around.
played high school basketball.
I'm not Charlie because I did not play it. Actually, I did. Actually, I did play high school.
You can say what you want about this show, but we are better than the Cardinals.
The trailer looked terrible. The
I know
trailer
you said
looked
that.
terrible. I was so excited, and I watched the trailer. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, ooh. Then I watched the original trailer. I'm like, hilarious.
What was it? The trailer with it? It was like a 30-second clip that I saw.
It didn't get me. It turned me off.
Was it the short one?
No, this one was like a minute and a half.
What were they talking about?
Nothing funny.
What were they talking about?
I don't know. They all look old as hell, you know.
Well, they are old as hell.
No. It didn't look good. It didn't.
Because they're old.
Near did Happy Gilmore 2.
You know what that is?
Near did Happy Gilmore 2. I'm just saying, it's going to be a cameo-induced, stupid-ass movie. It is.
As your designated psychologist, I think you're afraid of aging. So when you see someone who you know as a character young,
and then
okay, I didn't say see something, say something. When you see someone as a character you're fond of as a young person, then you see them as an old person. You see yourself as an old person, and that terrifies
Gets me, baby.
It terrifies
gets me.
It terrifies you as badly as
Rips
I
into my
might
soul.
be if I had to go down to the green seats in the 8th inning.
Oh, man.
That was
terrifying. We can't afford
that was for
we
you.
can't afford that. Terrifying. We can't afford those seats. It's funny, though. We were actually talking about my fat-ass fingers and typing on and texting on my phone, which it's just difficult to do. There's no, I don't know. I mess up things all the time. And it's funny because Shafe texted me yesterday, and he goes, hey, man, I just want to go, is it cool if I come in Wednesday? Jimmy's gone. And I was going to say F yes, but I said F him. And then I put my phone down for like an hour because I was doing a podcast.
Right.
Oh. And he's like, what do you mean? What's going on with you two? What do you mean?
I
go, no.
I want to be in Brendan Schaefer's mind
yeah.
for that hour.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I know. I'm like, damn, that happened to me yesterday.
And Schaefer,
Schaefer's like, what's going on? What happened to you two?
Schaefer's like, am I in? Am I in?
Yeah.
Am I taking this fun?
Remember I texted Schaefer too, and I said something like, who do you think this is? I go, hey, man, I was just going to text you. And I kind of just joke with him, and he didn't know it was me. And he calls me and goes, listen, I have no time for this. I'm like, whoa, it's Cam. It's Cam. He's like, oh, okay. Remember that I told you that?
Yeah.
I kind of just said, do you know who this is? Just to be funny. Like, he knows it's probably somebody he knows that's going to text him that. And he's like, no, I don't play games, though. Who is? I go, good God. And he texted me back and called me. He freaked out. Now I freaked him out yesterday, too. Sorry, Shafe.
All right. I'm going to text him and say F Cam.
Yes. There we go.
And he'll say, what's going on? Am I in?
Yeah. Am I in or not?
I don't
care about your drama.
I really don't think he wants to be in.
Yeah. Why?
I just think because it's such a far drive. I think it annoys him.
All right.
I think he's good with doing once every.
Should I get Maddie in then?
Well, no. Next week he's coming in for the podcast tomorrow anyway.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
So it works out well.
So anytime that he's not coming in for the podcast, you don't think I should have him come back in?
No, I think he's okay with it. But you heard him. You heard him last time, and he's like, next time I'm doing this.
That was off there.
Next time he wants to do the access.
Yeah, no,
I don't like that.
I like when you're here.
You want people in. You want people in studio.
I want to see you.
Cam is obsessed with people in studio.
Yeah, well,
no,
I
because
got the
it
longest
sucks
drive.
when it's hard.
There it is.
The timing's off. When I do it, it's hard.
It is. It is.
The cough button. I mean, this is a spicy take here. Cam, read it out. This is
the spaghetti and meatballs dish is capped at 6.5 out of 10 rating at best, right? I mean, when's the last time you ate this and thought anything other than it's fine? The cough button. So you're saying spaghetti and meatballs is a cap hit of 6.5 out of 10? You're out of your mind.
I'm sorry that you're
out of your damn mind.
I'm sorry that you live in a gray world.
You're eating SpaghettiOs.
But there's color.
Are you out of your mind?
There's color out there, and I just want you to find the color because you're living in a gray world, my friend.
Whoa. Kate's spaghetti and meatballs, fantastic.
Are you kidding me? Like
my Sunday gravy. Get out of here.
It's got like a floor of a 7.5. Get the hell out of here.
There it is.
If you get good spaghetti and meatballs, you feel like it's like one of the finest things in the world.
Get out of here.
I feel like I'm a 7-year-old and my grandma just like put it down in front of me. And I'm just like kicking my feet up at the high chair.
Did she make Sunday gravy? Did she make Sunday gravy?
No, not a big Italian thing, just a standard American thing.
Oh, I love that. Damn good.
Good spaghetti and meatballs with like if it's like
what's he talking about?
Like sauce. Yeah, if it's a mediocre sauce and the noodles aren't well cooked, but like give me a little al dente.
Well,
noodle,
don't put ragu on there. Cook your own sauce.
Cook some sauce. Hit the sauce over.
Hold
little
on.
cheese,
Hold
little
on.
garlic. Let's go.
Hold on. Ragu is good.
No,
It is.
no.
I'm not saying it's better than homemade. I'm just
For
saying
what it is, it is.
of all the sauces you could get off the shelf, all of them, Ragu traditional is the best.
I don't disagree with that. Nope.
I'm just telling.
But I like to make my own.
That's
I
fine.
am making my
I'm
own.
not
crunching up the
arguing
tomatoes,
that.
and I'm putting the garlic in there and the oil, and I'm just going to let it simmer. Then I'm going to cook those meatballs. Then I'm going to put those bad boys in there, let them simmer.
How do you make the
Simmer.
meatballs?
Oh, God. Meat, put a little, I'll take a little bit of breadcrumbs and put it in there, season them up.
Yes.
Maybe I'll take some milk and I'll take some bread and dip the bread in the milk, then bind it in there, crunch it, get it in, get nice, not too tight, not too tight,
Not
not
too
too
loose.
tight,
Not too loose.
Perfect. And then put those serum, then put them in the sauce. Then put them in the sauce and let it simmer up.
The other day we were getting apps at Napoli, and we just got the meatballs.
Man,
those things hit
damn good.
Put it over a little, and see, I'm more of a vermicelli fan. Spaghetti's a little too thick of a noodle. Vermicelli though, perfect.
I like
thickness.
rigatoni.
I mean, I like any penne pasta.
I like
I'll
spaghetti.
eat any pasta that's tubular in shape, rigatoni, penne.
There you go.
Anything like
It's my
that.
favorite.
I mess with that all day long. But spaghetti and meatballs,
But when you make your pasta,
Pasta
you got to
with a W.
yes. When you make your pasta, you got to put a little bit of gravy in there and mix it around right off the bat so it sticks to it.
Agreed. You don't want it just
Just a little bit.
Well, the key thing to do is actually so when you cook your pasta before you strain the water.
I think it's pasta.
Pasta.
Before you cook your pasta, before you strain the water, you get a little ladle of that water because it's got all the starch in it, and so you get a little ladle of that starchy water, like a tiny little bit, and then you empty out your pasta, strain it, put it into the pot, throw in the water, give that a mix, and then you hit it with the sauce because that starch will make the sauce bind to the pasta,
which is better. By the way, if you're looking for good meatballs, Grassi's.
Oh yeah,
Grassi's has great meatballs.
Grassi's
great meatball sandwich, great meatballs with spaghetti. If you're hearing this and you're like, I'm getting meatballs for lunch, try Grassi's. That is an unpaid mention for me because I'm a fan of that place.
Oh, let's see. The show is so much better when you guys are here in person, Rooster. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Great, great. That rock is speaking for Brandon and trying to ruin his radio career. Putty Chains. What are you trying to do to poor Brendan Schaefer, Matthew Rocky? What are you trying to do here? What's he talking about?
Little just said that next time you want to come on the show, you wanted to come on the Access instead.
Tough.
He actually said that.
He did.
Shape also wants me to ask him personally if he will fill in for me. That's like a thing.
Wow.
That's a thing.
Wow.
So, like, I say to you guys, hey, I'm not going to be here. Is that cool? And you're like, I'll get Schaefer or whatever. And to me, it's done.
Done.
Now, tell me, Rock.
Kowtow to the Emperor. Genuflect when you say his name.
Now, tell me if I'm wrong. Like, do I need to personally request him or no?
I mean, I think a very conciliatory bow
to be Schaefer.
To be Schaefer.
Can you play
Can
you play the Iggy thing, please? Because it'd be perfect.
Do you think when we ask Schaefer to come on, he's like this? Oh.
If you stop listening to our show, go listen to Brendan Schaefer. There's something terribly wrong with you.
How far has Brendan come? Right? First he was the weak link.
Now he doesn't even want to be here.
Now he's the king.
He doesn't even want to be here.
I think the next time you guys are both at the ballpark, if there's a puddle on the ground, you need to lay yourself down across the puddle so that Brendan can then walk over you. Or you can pick him up and
like
carry him across the puddle. I think that one of those two things will be fine.
He don't want to be here.
Is that true?
That's what I heard.
I think if the studio was in St. Charles, he'd have different feelings.
Well, it's not. It's in lovely Kirkwood. Last time our studio's in St. Charles.
Listen, we all
it was a dump.
Listen, we all have a far drive to get here. We all make the same.
No,
wait a minute. Mine's not.
Wait a minute.
45 minutes. No big deal. 45 minutes.
How far is B Shape? Where does he live? St. Charles?
Yeah, he's out there.
He's out there?
Yeah. I honestly think it's almost the exact same drive to like Columbia, Missouri as it is to here from his house.
Well, no one told me. Doesn't he go to the ballpark?
I think it's about 50 minutes either way.
50? Ooh.
You're doing 45.
Damn right I am, and I don't complain about it unless there's
No,
a
you
little
do.
bit of snow. Unless there's a little bit of snow.
Spritz, maybe a
Unless
little
there's a
spritz.
little bit of snow. I
Maybe
took a
just
beating from you that day.
Well,
I took a beating from you that day.
I mean, because there was nothing on the road to be afraid of.
Oh, there's nothing going on that day too, so it was perfect. Yeah, it was a little sprinkle, and I stayed home.
But
It
then
is what-
again, I'm calling out Wednesday, and you know what B. Schaefer does because here's the difference. He just shows up before game time and goes, "I'm here.
I'm here.
I did the show. I'm here.
I'm here."
We have different roles to play for the pregame.
Rockio doesn't believe meatballs belong on sandwiches. Gino Glass. Did you say that, Matthew
true?
Rockio?
I believe a lot of places get
Son of a gun.
the meat to bread ratio incorrect. There is one
That's
place.
not the same premise.
There
though.
is one place that again, Gino's turning my words around. Of
All
course
right.
he is.
All right.
Gino.
I didn't even know who said it.
It's right there on the screen.
All right.
And
It's Gene Glass. I should have
the
known.
one place
should have known.
the one place that gets that ratio correct is my boys Adriana's. So I mean,
they're number one
they're
draft
number
pick.
one,
They're the number one draft
one of
pick.
the best out there.
They're number one draft
They're
pick.
they're soon going to be opening up a delivery service out of their store. And
Can they come
I
out by
believe
me?
they're well, not by
Can they
you,
come out
but
by
I believe we're tops on the list here at Kirkwood to get a little.
Oh, well,
little-
that's cool.
get a little surveillance.
That's in my radius.
Now wait a minute. Have you ever had the Grassi's meatball sandwich?
I have had the Grassi's meatball sandwich.
And you're saying they don't?
It tastes really good, but a little too much meat to the bread ratio.
I
for
don't
me.
like your attitude.
I'm sorry. I'm
I think
sorry.
you're wrong.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? I'll take that.
Hey, I tell you what.
I'll hold my hand up and say, you know what? This might be me being picky.
Or how about this?
I am probably on the wrong
Maybe I'll
side of history.
Will you revisit it? Maybe
I'll revisit it.
Okay, that's
I'll
fair.
The
happily
wrong side of
revisit it.
history.
I could be on the wrong
There's a
side of history
mozzarella
here.
cheese. Is it juicy when you
I'm
cut
always
into
about
it?
I'm always about the mozzarella. For me, a
Juicy.
meatball sub and whether or not I like it, because all the places I'm going to, Adriana's, like they're killing it with the meatballs. No, undoubtedly. It all comes down to me is are the meatballs at a good proportion for the kind of bread you're using? Because if the meatball's too big, and then when I give the sandwich a little bit of a squish, there's like pockets of air between the meat. I don't like that. If
Oh
it's
my
too much
Jimmy,
meat for
what
the
is
bread,
going-
I don't like
So
that.
you
You
have
are
at Grassi's,
a
I believe,
fancy
cuts
boy.
the meatballs in half,
They do.
and it's
They
a
do it
good
right.
ratio.
They do it right.
And call me crazy, but you've always said you're a controversial host.
Goddamn
You've
right,
said that.
baby. You goddamn right.
I'm a purist. I don't want no cheese on my meatball sub.
Ooh.
I just want meatball
Mozzarella,
and
baby.
gravy.
I don't want a lot of
Like
cheese,
gravy.
but I definitely want a
I don't want
little.
none.
I like how you call it gravy.
Because
I like it.
Because
Yeah,
I was
Goddamn-
raised in an
I
Italian
know.
neighborhood.
I know.
That's what we called it.
It's sauce, not gravy, Cam. Don't call it gravy.
It
If
is
you
gravy.
visit Italy, you'll get mocked like Paulie Walnuts did in Sopranos episode. That is true. He had to take a wicked crap back at the escalator afterwards. The
Excelsior.
Excelsior. I don't know what that is. Excelsior.
I believe
guess
it's
that's
a
a
club
hotel.
or a restaurant.
That is
sounds
true,
like.
Anthony. That's when Chrissy got back into that heroin, and he missed a couple meetings. Chrissy meets a guy, and he looks right at his forearm and saw a bunch of little needle holes in there, and then they started talking. He knew he can get hooked up. What a waste to visit Italy and you just do heroin in your room all day. Ooh, yeah. No, but I lived in Jersey, and that's what they call it. So it is what it is.
I like it.
It's gravy. God dang. I'm hungry. Let's see here. Rock, how was work last night? Did you work the Cardinals game at KMOX? Was it a little stressful?
Yeah, it was. I mean, the game was fun. It just turned on the Cardinals, and unfortunately, when Marmal's dealing with a bullpen where he can't use four of the guys, and the fifth guy he probably shouldn't have used, he had to use. It's an unfortunate situation, and the Cardinals, got through a lot of May and June with incredible defense and good pitching, but when Lars Nootbaar's not getting the balls, when Victor Scott's duffing them and not, playing things clean, that's really his biggest asset to the team. That's gonna cost you some runs. It's gonna be a little problematic. Because Lindor pitched fine.
As I tweeted out, rights holder explanation. Last night was good because those guys in the bullpen got some runway, and now they know what they have to work on. So to me, it was a positive.
Yeah.
Now Ollie goes to the cupboard and it's like, let's see, I want this. He had so many options.
So many, man.
And he's like, you know what? Let's get some runway for these guys, and then we can figure out what we need to attack to get better. So If I had a bell, I'd ring it, but
There it is, right
Right there.
They
It's
took
right
it away from me. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad last night because, as Ollie pointed out, your main guys couldn't. I mean, they've been pitching a lot, right? So you don't want to use them in that situation. So it's up to a guy like Roycroft Fernandez to kind of pull it together and show you belong. Didn't work out. And then he went to Leahy, who I believe Rock probably has the stats. I believe he's pitched 74 innings in the last 2 weeks.
Woo! Song going.
But here's the thing about Leahy. Well, he once told me, I will never say,
Yeah, baby.
I don't want the ball. I
like
will
that.
always say that. So here's a guy who just, I mean, he's pitched too much, and you could tell he wasn't himself. He's walking guys.
Jim, we're gonna rummage through the booth. We're gonna find Kevin Seagrass' arm, and we're gonna bolt it onto Kyle Leahy for a day, and then after that falls off, we're gonna grab Matt Bowman's arm. We're gonna bolt that onto Kyle Leahy's shoulder,
And Manus.
We're just
Seth
and then
Manus.
Seth Manus, we're gonna bolt that onto his shoulder. We're gonna get him through the rest of the year.
Is he worried about getting hurt?
Good
You think?
Lord.
No.
You don't think they think about
No.
Tommy John stuff?
No.
When they pitch that much?
No. I mean, Leahy is a durable guy. He'll be a starter next year, I'm quite certain. So they're stretching him out anyway. But for bullpen guys, it's a different kind of usage than a starter. And they've used him a lot. Ollie would tell you, we didn't want to go to Leahy, but we kind of had no options at that point. And Wilson Contreras has a bicep thing.
Yeah, that wasn't good to see.
He had 2 hits. I mean, you could see he was flexing and shaking his arm, but he had, I think, 2 hits, a double, RBI single. I know he crushed 2 fastballs last night, but said it was a lot of pain. He said mostly if he swings and misses or check swings, then the pain is bad. But I think he's going to get additional.
Stopping like that?
Yeah, I think he's going to have additional testing today. It could be the end of the road for Wilson. We'll see. I mean, for the season, the road's almost over anyway. But, yeah, some stuff going on. Then you think they got to bring in some fresh arms today, right? Don't they? I think they have
Yes,
to.
they have to. Yeah.
How many weeks left, too?
Mm-hmm. And Libby pitched 6 innings.
Yeah.
That was good. And he kept his velo 95 in the middle innings. His previous start, he kept his velo, and he said there was no fatigue. He just didn't execute pitches. So he said, in a way, that's more frustrating because you don't have a reason for it except you didn't pitch well. But last night he pulled it together. That was good to see. So that's a positive from this rights holder's perspective.
How about you see Ken Rosenthal's apology?
I saw it. I posted it too, and I put it on there. Look, I'm not trying to say that it was a good look for Ken. I don't really know what was going. Yeah. So the guy that he knocked over was the Milwaukee team photographer. Now I was arguing with some guys that he was not in Rosenthal's shot. I don't know if he was or not, but there was probably some other things running through Kenny's mind. Anyway, he's on foul territory, and I believe, right? Isn't that what?
Yeah.
And he gave his perspective.
I want to talk about what happened Saturday night when I accidentally bowled over Scott Paulus, the Brewers team photographer,
Tim,
while I was getting out of the way of the Brewers dumping water on Andrew Monasterio. Now, the ever-observant A.J. Przinsky joked afterward that I looked like Muhammad Ali standing over Sonny Liston. Now, A.J., of course, is more experienced in these kinds of interactions than I am. And I must admit, though, when I looked at the video, when I saw this, I was surprised at how upset I appeared. I was more confused than anything. Now, I had to continue the interview. We were live, folks, on national television. Couldn't stop. And that said, I felt awful about what happened. And afterward, I went up to Scott, who I've worked with in pits before over the years, and I apologized. And I apologized profusely because, let's face it, I don't think that you ever expect knocking someone down is going to happen in any particular situation. So, yeah, sure. I apologized, and Fox is doing the American League playoffs this year. So I won't see the Brewers again unless it's the World Series. But if I do see the Brewers in the World Series, I look forward to working with Scott again in the photo pit, and I also look forward to sharing a good laugh with him over this.
All right.
So you got his name wrong?
He corrected it.
Okay.
Listen, all I
It's
know
all right.
is I know it's a bad
Whatever.
look. And I tweeted out Kenny's perspective on it, his apology. And I just said, I know him to be a stand-up guy. Like, I don't know what was going through his mind. It's a bad look. It's hard to defend that. I just know Ken Rosenthal is a good guy, solid guy. And still got some blowback from it.
Yeah.
But I think also once Twitter decides you're the villain,
You're the
villain. Where?
Although he even if he just from the hey, you good? And then turned around. That's all it needed to do. And nobody wouldn't care.
But that freeze frame of him.
Oh my God, he's staring him down like I'm gonna get you. It's
a bad look. I mean, it's a bad look, but I think he's a decent guy.
What do you think, Rock? Do you believe his apology?
Getting the name wrong out of the gate is such a bad
that's
look.
something I would do.
It's hard for me. It's like it's one of those things where it's like, do I believe anything after that happens?
There's other things.
Also,
it's like if I listen to a broadcaster and they get the name of the team wrong in the opening. Do I listen to the rest of the broadcast and buy anything they say about the sport?
Yes, because we all make mistakes.
Okay,
we all make
that's
mistakes.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
and
no doubt.
But I will say this: like, I'm in the camera pit as well, though it's not a national broadcast. You're not really working with the photographer.
Thank you.
You're not working with them. You're just coexisting in there. That's all. Like, you can have a good, like, I joke around with some of those guys. Every once in a while, there's an incident like I had on the road at Wrigley.
I was going to say, you've had some incidents with photographers.
Remind us about that.
Okay, so I'm down there. I think it was Wrigley, right?
You know what? I'm glad we got into this today because I was like, Jim's had some incidents with photographers before. Is this going to color the story?
I think it's Wrigley. I can't remember. But anyway, it was Wrigley. So I'm right there. So after a homer, I'll get my camera and I'll get the video of the in-dugout celebration. I'm not trying to get clicks. Like, honestly, I do make a little money up to it. It's nothing. So I don't care. But I figure Cardinal fans like to see it. Because I honestly care about Cardinal fans.
Just
believe it or not.
You're trying to catch another celebration that's going to piss off Cam.
Yes.
There's only one that did.
Sure.
Hold on.
Out of how many?
No, you're talking about walking.
Burger Phone and there's two that pissed you
there's
off.
two.
Thank you.
All right, but this is just walking through the dugout and high-fiving after a home run. So I get my camera, I'm right there, and then I see this guy from, I think it was USA Today. I don't remember his name. And he wants to get in, but this is my spot, but I'm willing to make room for everybody, right? So I move over, and then I get a little elbow, and so I move over a little more, and I make room for this guy, and that wasn't good enough. So he put his lens into my shot. Now I'm not getting paid. He's there to get pictures. I get that. I'm there to do a 12-second hit on something stupid. That's my job, or interview after the game. I get that. But anyway, I am there, and I've already made room for him. It's clear I'm cooperating, and he intentionally put his lens. So I said, dude, why would you do that? Like, in a nice way, like, dude, why would you? And he said, sorry, it didn't work out for you.
Sit down. Holy, you're a 25-year vet. God, 25-year vet.
He said, sorry, it didn't work out for you.
The burger phone is the most embarrassing thing I've seen a St. Louis sports team do.
I didn't say that.
I said to him, I said, sir, I made room for you. Then I moved over even more. And I go, next time I won't. And there's going to be no room. And you're going to be slammed up against the wall. I didn't say I was going to slam him because there's no room unless I make room for you. That's what I said. There won't be room and you're going to get smushed up against the wall. I go, so please be nice.
I appreciate it, Jimmy. I appreciate it.
Next thing you know, he reported me to the Cubs PR guy for making terroristic threats.
Terroristic threats.
So you know what I did? So I found out from Cardinals PR that this guy had, hey, did something happen down there? I go, yeah, there were witnesses who told me that guy was being an A. So I had the video on my phone. I said, you can hear the audio. Here you go. And I sent it. So I sent it to the Cubs PR guy and said, hey, I don't know what's going on with this, but here's your proof. And I said, and I mentioned 2 or 3 people that I knew in the camera well that also witnessed it. And within 2 minutes, he got back to me and said, Sorry you had to deal with this guy. I understand what happened now, and there's nothing. We're doing nothing about this. Then I was thinking of sending an email to this guy. I let it go. But to say terroristic threats.
God, yeah, dude.
Tell Burleson's fat ass to eat the burger phone, make it go away forever.
I didn't say that.
Now let me just say this. Like, I'm not working with that guy. I'm not working with the other. It's not what Ken, we're not working together. But this is one incident that I've had with a guy that went. But generally, everyone gets along. You make room for each other.
Oh, you're right, soldier. Oh, Hayes again.
Terroristic threats?
That's what he said.
Jesus Christ. Like you're like a what?
But here's the thing.
Hold on. Let's listen to Seth.
Oh, Jimmy, that's the most
always
condescending-
bring. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. Oh
no,
man.
I mean,
he was being kind. He was giving him a chance.
It's called runway.
Oh God,
I was
making
much
runway.
Much like the Cardinals, he had the best intentions with that runway.
Funny, man. That's one of my. I don't know. Hold on. Let's listen to Seth.
This is crap.
Terroristic threats.
That's what.
That kind of pisses me off a little bit. I'd be like, what?
Whitey Herzog showered with the Blues tonight.
Why? How? In what way did those two phrases come together in your mind?
He was at the game one time. Caruso grabbed me and I ran me down and introduced him to me. I don't know why they would.
Well, maybe because you showered with Yogi Berra.
I'm going to start a gang called the Kosher Connection.
It's a mean gang.
That's a mean
I shot
gang
two
right
people in Cincinnati. I shot two people in Cincinnati.
Oh, no, your voice there. Oh, that was deep. That was deep, baby.
Pipe down, Van Slyke.
Oh,
What's he up to?
What'd I say?
Pipe down,
Pipe down, Van Slyke.
Well, he was in studio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a risky.
Yeah, because
Remember
he's
they'd
young.
walk in?
Yeah.
If I did one
Yeah, I
dance
love
a
him.
day on TikTok,
Frank, we'd be in the middle of a show.
Yeah.
So a lot of trans news.
That's my favorite.
There is.
I
actually.
texted.
There is.
We got a chat one time on the podcast, and somebody said Lars Newbar really reminds me of Andy Van Slyke. And I texted Frank. I go, if you ever want to piss off Andy, just show him this
Oh my
picture.
God.
And I just sent him a picture of that text, and he goes, I think I'm never. He goes, I'm never going to show that to Andy ever. I go, I think he would rage out. And he goes, I think that would really make him mad because it's not like because Andy Van Slyke does not like Lars Newbar like as a hitter.
I can see that.
And so it's
I don't
just-
think he's a big fan of anyone on this team.
I know.
That's a fair point. Yeah, that's a fair point. I mean, he just like doesn't like the way his approach to the plate with taking the walks and things like that. And so as soon as I got that chat, I was like, I don't think a lot of people are going to agree with you. I certainly know one person who would not agree with you.
Charlie's right.
Man,
Jimmy, your drop folder is honestly
it's great.
like low key one of the
It's
the best
really
one we
good.
have.
Tyler O'Neill is a beauty.
Tyler O'Neill, it was a beauty.
He was a handsome man.
I still
still
like
him.
him.
Remember I told
Not
you
everybody's Tim McKernan in here.
we were golfing. He picked up
What was
all
that
his
about?
That's an old one. I don't know.
He picked up Maddie Whitener in my tab.
Let me ask you this, QAnon.
Who was that to? Who was that to? We might have to get his ass
Let
on.
me ask you this, QAnon.
We might.
I'm
have to
fine
get
with
him on.
violence, just not gun violence.
We might have to get him on.
Oh, I wish I would have had that one.
Nate.
Well, that was me mocking this whole phrase of gun violence as if it's a totally separate category.
Yeah.
Because stabbings are A-OK.
Yeah.
I felt the hormones flowing.
God. Somebody said Johnny's like that was a Gen Z guy for sure. It is weird to be like terroristic threat like that. He's really saying you should be fired.
Yeah.
Terroristic threat.
Like you should be fired.
Right.
I'd be pissed.
Except I had the receipt.
I know, but I'd be pissed at him.
I
You're
am a
trying to-
man who will virtue signal.
You trying to fire me?
Guess what?
You trying to fire me?
Guess what? The last
You out of your
the last
mind?
series of the season is at Wrigley.
Gay karaoke.
He's trying to fire you.
Frank Cucumano.
I'll see him again.
Think about that, dude. Whoa. Terroristic threat. What?
St. Louis City SC.
Who cares?
Jimmy. Rocky O does. That's scary, dude.
That's the death
It's a
wobble.
death
on a
wobble
team.
on a chief. God,
I believe that children are our future.
Yep.
Children are our future. They are. You're right.
I believe that children are our
You
future.
are right. What about the call? Can you do the one where he gets confused with when him and Charlie are going toe to toe for God, I don't know, hour and a half,
That's your favorite, where I can't find a word.
It's just so funny.
Oh,
is it because you're going there to there to there to there to there to there to there,
and I'm tired. You could. Well, they look if they write it, you should read it. Awful. You could. Well, look if they write it, you should read it.
Oh, you get through it though. That's the big thing. You get through it.
Oh,
it's awful.
So funny.
The nice thing is in the background. Cam was coughing up a lung over here.
My favorite part about these drops, and why I play some of them like multiple times, because the amount of times Cam is in the background going, yeah, like agreeing with the statement in the middle of it. Because I'm just coughing in the background, or like you hear him like kind of he's pushing you to say something at the very beginning of it.
Just so you know, Cam.
Man.
Like I like a nice argument. I like to stir it up, right? But Cam is the quiet, stirred up guy. If you listen, like if Charlie and I are fighting, Cam's in the background. Axis allies.
Oh yeah, just get you going.
Which I think that's healthy on a show anyway.
It's great. I think Rock's evaluation of any meatball sandwich is contingent. God dang it, contingent.
These damn words.
Contingent upon whether or not he can get his fat mouth around it without spilling all over himself. That's not very nice.
Well, no.
Very
hold on a
nice.
second. He's completely right.
That is very nice. That is very nice.
That's an important factor on any sandwich. The thing I hate is an overstuffed sandwich that it's hard to eat and stuff is constantly spilling out of it as you're trying to eat it. That's not a fun sandwich to eat. It's messy. One of the beauty parts about sandwiches is that it's a hand food that you don't have to use a ton of napkins and stuff like that. And so, yeah, you're right. That is part of my evaluation on a sandwich is whether or not I can get my mouth around it and put it all in my big fat mouth without it spilling all over myself. That's a huge part of my sandwich evaluation.
Damn good point.
You hit point number 7.
No, that's a terrible
You hit point number 7 on my 9-point sandwich evaluation chart. Good job, Hockey Bob.
Really? Wow. Cleanliness is important in a sandwich?
No.
How about this?
No.
If it tastes good, I'll eat it.
Whoa.
And I don't care if pieces are falling.
Whoa.
Wait.
It's point
Cam,
7.
just so you know.
It's point 7.
Just so you know, Cam took both sides in this.
It's point 7 on a 9-point path.
It's not even on the list.
That's fair.
If the sandwich is delicious, enjoy the sandwich.
Again,
no one's grading you on whether or not you have mayonnaise on your lip.
Delicious is a top 3 factor. But when I'm eating a sandwich, and this falls more into when I'm at home. I hate when I overstuff the sandwich, and then when I take one bite into it, there's just stuff spilling out the sides. I don't like that in a sandwich. I like a tighter presentation.
Okay.
And so again, 0.7 in a 9-point evaluation.
I'll give you a good example, like Carnegie Deli, which I don't think is around anymore. Katz Deli, we're talking about world-class delis.
Man,
they give you these giant sandwiches, and you know what?
Gigantic.
You're glad.
I don't know
that they're overstuffed.
I've had those.
You're not taking a little.
You don't like those?
You know what?
I don't like sandwiches where I can't fit both pieces of bread in my mouth.
Oh,
I want to be able to eat the sandwich.
God, is it good? Katz Deli.
Okay, take your man bun and get out of here.
Let me see.
All right,
let's see what you got going over there.
Are you kidding me?
Katz Deli, $35. I don't give a damn. And if you lose your ticket, you owe them money. They'll give you a little slice. You tip them out. They'll hook you up even more if you give them a little tip. That place is packed till 4:00 in the morning. Unbelievable. So good.
And the sandwiches are overstuffed.
Huge.
And you're glad they're overstuffed because it's more deliciousness. You're not like,
you see how
what
they
I'll
cook
do?
So good.
I don't see anyone in there going, I'm going to remove some of this brisket or turkey so it's a neater, more compact sandwich.
That pastrami. Oh, man.
The hell's wrong with you, boy? I've never been more disappointed in you.
I'm sorry that you don't know how to handle the real estate and the architecture of a sandwich. That is
I do.
That is something.
No, I do.
That is something. The spatial reasoning in your brain should have developed to that point naturally. You are past my help, Jim, and we need to go to break.
Architecture of a sandwich, not flavor, flavor.
You're past my help.
This is a man who follows the rules of society, and that's all he cares about. Go to break.
No, wait, that's my entire issue with you. How dare you? Oh, you tricky.
Go to break.
Tricky SOB.
All right, we are going to go to break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Blue Info.
certain you've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website.
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begins.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
But you don't get much better than this.
Yep.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. A man has died after being found near train tracks in St. Louis early Monday morning. Railroad workers spotted him around 3 a.m. and called police. He was taken to the hospital with head injuries but did not survive. One man is dead and 2 others are recovering after a shooting Sunday night in North St. Louis. Police say it happened around 9 p.m. on North Taylor. The victims were dropped off at the hospital. A 39-year-old man died while 2 others are stable. Homicide detectives are investigating. Well, big honors for Forest Park in St. Louis. It just won the 2025 Landmark Award from the American Society of Landscape Architects. The restoration began back in 2000, led by HOK, Forest Park Forever, and the city, reviving spots like the Grand Basin and Post-Dispatch Lake. The project aims to preserve its historic charm. Well, the Mediterranean fast casual restaurant chain Cava plans its first St. Louis area location. It'll take over existing space inside the De Pere Corners Shopping Center on Manchester Road. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We'll be getting sunshine today. The temperatures stay very warm with high pressure in the Midwestern states covering our area. Low 90s for the afternoon high. Down to 70 and clear for the overnight hours. We get low 90s again on Wednesday with sunny skies. Mid 90s and sunny on Thursday. Then we cool off a little bit on Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Janssen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
Lunchtime just got a whole lot better at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. From mouthwatering wraps to loaded quesadillas to bold, flavor-packed sandwiches, Hot Shots has something fresh every single day, along with your favorite wings, burgers, and pizza that you know and love. And don't sleep on those Hot Shots tacos. Plus, if you gotta be in and out quick for lunch, Hot Shots has you covered every day starting at 11 a.m. Find your nearest Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill now at hotshotsnet.com. That's hotshotsnet.com.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
At Brown & Crouppen, we get that after an accident, money's tight. That's why we offer so much for free. First call, free. First consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. So call Brown & Crouppen, where we don't get paid unless you do. And your first consultation is free.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen.
The most perfectly trained athlete ever.
And Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
I'm an influential and respected man.
On the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central.
Yeah, baby, let's go. 8:54 on a Tuesday. This is the Lou Information Station, live and on demand at louinfo.com. You guys could text into the show, 314-590-3770. You could also go to YouTube and type in Lou Info and then go there and like and subscribe and start chirping the hell out of everybody. Just start chirping everybody. Chirp, 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 chirp. That's what we want. By the way, let's see here. He goes, you are lucky that was under the old station. You and Hadley argued that they don't belong on sandwiches. There was nothing said about the bread. Gino. The heck's going on, Rock?
Yeah, I'll believe you on that one.
Hadley stole the bread, by the way. He stole the bread.
Oh, man.
And the
man.
gift cards.
And the gift cards, too. Do we know anything about him lately? Anything?
My feelings on sandwiches haven't changed that much in 7-8 years, but sure.
Yeah, but you're wrong on this one. All right. Go to break.
We are.
I stole that from Charlie.
Yeah,
That's Charlie's move.
It is. Let's see here. His explanation is trash.
Charlie's right.
He was pissed in the moment, and it's a terrible look for him, Colton. It'll go away. You know why? Because somebody else is going to do something stupid, and they're going to be the face of Twitter. It's like one a week, I feel like, you know?
You know what bothers me, though? Like, okay, you want to say it was a bad look? It was. But then make fun of his bow ties. Like, people don't understand he does that for charity. You know, he's got a good heart. And a guy had a bad moment.
He had a bad moment.
Who among us hasn't? I mean, except for me.
Oh, I have.
Me too.
Oh, I have. I still can't get over that guy. Terroristic threat. That pisses me off. He tried to get you fired. And that's the bottom line.
I was glad. Like, I could see, like, okay. Like, it took them literally a minute and a half to make a decision.
But he made the decision.
On my evidence.
But he made the decision to try to get you. That's scary. That's scary. Good morning, gentlemen. The sandwich architecture conversation is a new classic. Well played, gentlemen. Yeah, that was pretty deep. Yeah, your mouth isn't even that big. Let me see your mouth. Open your mouth real quick. Let me look at you again.
This isn't deliverance. This isn't deliverance.
Let me see how big your mouth is.
I need you to say the word boy.
God dang.
That's how big a sandwich should be.
I have a huge mouth, too, is what it is.
So you can get bigger sandwiches. Lucky you.
I eat like this.
That's why when we open Cam's Deli, we'll have big sandwiches.
Monster sandwiches.
We'll have Rock's Corner where you can get a nice, simple one.
Yes.
That's easy to eat.
With
no
customers.
A walk-in food.
Rock's Deli.
I want a walk-in food.
Finger sandwiches only because they're dainty.
These will be sloppy. We like them sloppy.
Architecture over flavor.
God, I tear up Kate's.
I literally had a list, and architecture was after flavor. You don't know how lists work?
Oh, chirp. God.
How am I supposed to know you have a list?
I told you it's step 7 on a 9-part evaluation.
Whoa.
You got to open your ears when I say the words.
Man.
The list for a sandwich should contain 9 things. Flavor, all 9. Architecture.
One of those 9 is obviously crispy bread, melted cheese. These are staples of sandwiches.
I don't want people looking at me if I made a mess with my sandwich.
I'm a sloppy eater. I'll admit it.
I conform to the norms of society. I'm rock.
I know you do, Jim.
Okay. We're going to go to break. Don't go anywhere. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110. Guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961. People ask all the time, who the heck is Low Cost Airlines? Well, we're not just one airline. When you're talking to us, you're talking to everyone. We are the discount supermarket for all airline tickets. Plus, we have all the airlines and always have the best prices. American, Delta, United, plus all the specialized international airlines and a lot more. And we make it easy. We guarantee you'll talk to a live human in 60 seconds. You can have the rate you need and have your trip booked in 5 minutes. Now, how cool is that? And remember, when you're talking to us, it's like talking to every single airline available with one fast phone call. All you need to do is call and find the best prices to fly wherever it is you want to go. So are you ready? Call Low Cost Airlines right now. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. 800-298-0306. That's 800-298-0306.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
It's stronger than grandmother's breath.
KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
There are reports that Israeli ground forces have entered Gaza City in the first phase of the military's takeover plan. Family members of the hostages held in Gaza camped outside of Prime Minister Netanyahu's home in protest, following rumors that the full Israeli offensive to seize Gaza City had begun. Leaving for Qatar Tuesday morning, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio warned that the window to reach a ceasefire deal is narrowing, saying, "We don't have months anymore. We probably have days." Blake Sifton, Tel Aviv.
Republican South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace says she's going to try and strip Democratic Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar of her committee assignments after Omar's comments following the murder of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
She is inciting violence against conservatives in the wake of Charlie Kirk's political assassination. She is dehumanizing conservatives all across the country, calling Charlie Kirk a terrorist.
Mace said Monday Omar's comments were disgraceful, and she's also going to try to have her censured. The move seems to stem from comments Omar made to left-wing personality Mehdi Hassan, criticizing Republican attacks on the left after the shooting. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say: "We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great. It even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. So visit strongtel.com right now. That's StrongTel, STRGTEL.com. StrongTel.
We interrupt this program for an on-the-spot news report.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
Who needs a vacation? Are you ready for an unforgettable getaway? Start packing your bags because Branson, Missouri, the vacation and entertainment capital of the U.S., is calling your name. For just $99 per person, here's what you get. A full 3-day, 2-night stay in a luxury resort hotel, a delicious full breakfast buffet every morning you're here, and when you call right now, free show tickets worth up to $100. That's right, free show tickets to an award-winning show on us. You don't have to leave the country for an amazing vacation. You can drive or fly to Branson and have an incredible time. Whether you bring in the whole family or just planning a romantic escape, this trip is built for you. We guarantee you'll love Branson. This is not a timeshare. It's just an unbeatable vacation deal for only $99 per person. You book now, you can use your tickets anytime this year. You don't even need to know your travel dates to lock in the special price. Hurry, because this offer won't last long. Call our Branson vacation experts today.
800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. 800-497-7198. That's 800-497-7198.
Hey, listen to me. I'm one of the credit cards in your wallet. I'm about to explode and pop like a balloon. You're using me and my brothers way too much.
Your credit cards aren't the only ones annoyed. It's your paycheck that doesn't have enough to pay everything. Save your credit cards, your paycheck, and yourself a lot of PAIN. Pain. Call the debt helpline now, not tomorrow, right now. Our experts will show you how you can cut your interest rates and your payments on your credit cards in half. Credit card companies have special assistance programs designed to help you. Make this 100% free call right now and learn how you could get out of credit card debt. Here's the number.
800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. 800-406-6569. That's 800-406-6569. Paid for by Zero Debt.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
This is Lou Information Station live and on demand at louinfo.com. This is Hot Take Central 2.0 coming at you. We're live on YouTube. Check out YouTube. Go to YouTube and type in Lou Info and like and subscribe. We're doing our thing. Cam Janssen, Matt Rocchio, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, and Justin Kraudel. Kraudel? Is that
Kraudel.
what it? Kraudel? Sorry, we were debating on how you pronounce that. Yeah, you're on, baby.
Okay.
Yeah, you could talk. Yeah, what's up? What's going on?
Just wanted to make sure I didn't want to screw anything up.
By the way, he's the president of Monta Watches and a VP of Finance for the Post Sports Bar and Grill, which we know big time because we go there all the time. So you're selling watches and you're working at sports bars, eh? Taking care of sports bars. There's a pretty good gig going right there.
Yeah, selling watches and slinging cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything better to do.
Yeah, I'm a watch guy, and I had a collection, and I had a kid, so I don't buy many watches anymore. I was just looking at your Monta watches, and I'm just telling you, they are beautiful. And there's the watch market is flooded with a lot of cheap watches that aren't very good and won't last you. You get a Swiss-made watch that looks as good as yours, good for you. And also, we love cheesesteaks, and we think the Post has the best cheesesteak in the area.
Right.
That's why I love you.
Yeah. So how'd you get into this, man? How'd you get into this whole watch thing?
So the watch thing started in a word out of passion, right? Like you go through life, you find something that you're passionate about, whether it's sports or watches or wine or cars, music. And so
natural disasters.
Yeah, right. I've never checked the box on that one, but so quick story. I spent the first part of my professional life in finance and started going down the rabbit hole of watches, as a kid, and then started making some money and could spend a little bit more on a nicer watch. And lo and behold, I stumbled across a brand called Everest, which makes rubber and leather watch straps for namely Rolex owners. Come to find out that brand is based here in St. Louis. I didn't know it at the time. I buy the strap and this guy reaches out to me and identifies himself as the owner of the company and says, "Hey, I saw you're in St. Louis. I'd love to, let's grab a beer and I'll install the strap on your watch for you. Great. That's now my business partner, Michael DiMartini. So he started Everest and he started sharing the idea of Monta with me as we became friends over the bond over watches. And like I said, long story short, he convinced me to quit the sure thing in finance and come on this crazy journey with him. And it's just been an absolute epic ride ever since.
That is cool. Here's my thing. Like a Swiss watch, you got to jump through hoops because, first of all, they safeguard the quality of Swiss made. Any watch you get that says Swiss made, it's on the bottom of the watch, right?
There's rules that have to be followed to do that.
So
yes.
you're getting quality. So how do you set up when you're dealing with that kind of infrastructure and that kind of regulation, which is crazy? How do you set up a watch brand?
How do two Americans get to do business in Switzerland like that? I mean, the easy answer is credit to my business partner with that history of his strap business. That's what opened a lot of the doors because they do guard those very closely. And it's kind of you have to prove yourself in a certain way that they're not going to let just anybody call them up and say, yeah, we'll sell you dials or we'll sell you hands or movements or cases or bracelets. And so we had to kind of prove ourselves that, here's what we're trying to do and showing them the designs and paying tribute to all that history. And we've been able to keep doing it. And I think it's, if you do the right thing and you keep your word and you pay on time and you follow the unspoken rules, they'll let you do it. But we often joke like, the stupid Americans, what are they doing? But they've been great. They've been great to work with. And, the history in that country is fantastic. It's also a great place to visit for work. I love my work trips.
How often do you have to go there?
I don't have to go, but I go probably on average once a year. Michael, my business partner, goes 2 or 3 times a year. So he's more, design, production, and the management side. I'm more customer service, sales, and marketing.
How is it designed for a watch made? Because that's, I would imagine, a very complex procedure, right?
Very much.
You're designing a very complicated, really, it's a piece of machinery in a sense.
Yes, and the intricacies, right? I mean, the amount of small pieces, but then the subtle changes. Like, so for those of you listening, the guys here got to get a sneak peek at what we're about to announce next. And when you look at this watch, and if I showed you the iterations we made over the last 6 to 12 months, you probably wouldn't even notice until I pointed out that, well, we shifted this by 0.1 millimeter and we widened this by 0.5 millimeter, or, whatever it is. That the little tiny details is what makes the difference. And what I'm really proud of is that we've been doing this almost 10 years. And if you look at the first watch that we came out with, I still think it's a great watch, but you can tell it was our first watch. You look at this and you see the refinement and you see how the design ethos has really come together. And you can tell that's what gets me excited about it is you learn these things along the way and you just never stop honing your craft.
Are you drawing it up? Are you both sitting there drawing, erasing, drawing, trying? Is that what you're doing?
I mean, I'm not doing that, but my business partner does a lot of that. And yes, there is some, kind of cocktail napkin sketches, but then obviously a lot of it's done with the computer. We do have a full-time designer in Switzerland that works exclusively with us. And he's got a fantastic computer program where he can develop these renderings and then we can make these decisions as a group.
Cool.
How many do you produce a year?
We'll do about 1,000 this year. And that number has, steadily been climbing over the years. The first watch we came out with, I think over the course of 2 years of offering that watch, we sold about 150 of them. That was the original Gen 1 Ocean King, our dive watch. And then, now we sold 500 of those in the last 2 years, right? Of the newest edition of that model. And so, steady, slow growth. Something else, we're really proud of is we're going into brick and mortar retailers now. Historically, we were an online only brand. And so right here in St. Louis, you can go to Clarkson Jewelers, shout out to the team there, and you can see the entire Monta collection to try on and purchase there. We've got dealers in Kansas City, Indiana, Atlanta, about to announce one in New York. And we want to keep growing that so that people can see and touch these in person.
I was just at Clarkson Jewelers a couple months ago. Because for my Oris watch, because I didn't know about your watch. Now I'm interested.
Yeah.
But I needed one link for a watch. I think that they discontinued. And so Clarkson got it for me.
Sure.
Because those kind of things, because it's a Swiss watch, again, not the easiest thing to get.
Yeah, nothing's
so
off the shelf. Yeah. and they'll take great care of you, and that's why that synergy is so good for us with Clarkson. Is they embrace that same mentality of do anything you can for the customer to make it right.
Kim, are you a watch guy?
I think my wrists are too big sometimes.
No,
and
you need a nice watch.
I haven't had a nice watch. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I've had cheap watches. They cut my wrist up, and then I do something. I look at it, it's scraped up, and I'm like, I don't want to use it anymore. So I kind of got rid of wearing watches.
Yeah,
but they look sharp.
Yeah, and we can size them, add links, subtract links, whatever you need. And I always encourage people that don't worry about the little scratches on there. That's what's going to give it character. It sounds kind of corny, but there is something maybe romantic of having that watch on your wrist. Like Jimmy, you were saying, for 12 years you've been wearing that, so you have memories of wearing that watch, and it becomes kind of a part of you, and it embraces those memories with you along the way.
And you talk about the little things you guys get making the design. Like I got my first integrated bracelet, that's so
yeah,
PRX.
He's a new watch guy.
I mean,
it's a slippery slope.
It is a slippery slope, but it gets me discover cool things like this around St. Louis. So I'm having fun with it. But to your point is like the big thing they talk about is like how they like have like fine-tuned the bracelet so that it fits around every wrist super comfortably. And I was reading a couple of your designs. You guys talk a lot about how the little changes you've made on the bracelet so that people like Cam, it's just going to sit there really perfectly. It's going to look good, but it's going to be comfortable on your wrist no matter the size of it. And how many like little changes did you guys make over the last 10 years to get the bracelet where it is?
A lot.
Yeah.
But the key factors are the way the end links drop straight down off the case. And then you have fully articulating links where they can hinge in two spots. You have full links, you have half links, and then you have a built-in toolless quick adjust system in the clasp. So here in St. Louis, inevitably it's going to go from 90 to 60 overnight, and your wrist is going to shrink a little bit. And if your watch is a little loose, you just undo that clasp, go into the next notch, and you're back to a perfect fit. So we are sticklers for that. Like the fit has to be perfect every day.
I like how he blames it on the weather. No, I ate too much over the weekend. I
had a salty dinner at the post. I get it.
My face and my wrists puff up a little bit. What's the most expensive part of those watches?
The movement.
Okay.
Yeah, so the engine of the watch, there's over 100 pieces that make that thing up. It's tested in Switzerland. It's tested here in St. Louis again before we deliver to the customer. It's like an engine. Think of it like an engine for your car. You actually have to have an oil change on your watch every 5 to 7 years is the service interval we recommend on a Manta to get your engine lubricated and cleaned.
They just send it back to you guys and you do it, or there's places around here you can get it done?
We've got a full-time watchmaker here in town that works with us, and then we also have relationships around the country that we can send it out. But we handle all the service ourselves.
Are most of your customers from St. Louis buying it? Are they from all over the place?
It's all over. I'm proud to say we have shipped to over 40 different countries.
Damn.
Most of our customers are English speaking, right? So here, Canada, US, Australia, UK.
I just think for the listener who doesn't know, like you get a battery powered watch, which is fine. I have some of those also. But to me, an automatic watch, there's something about it. And you talk about being a watch guy, like when you have a display back where you can see the movement and the pieces in there, and knowing that it's just your body's movement that keeps it wound, and it will be like a Swiss watch is totally accurate. What is it about watches and that movement that fascinates people? Because you talk about watch guys, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I think it's just the history and what's old is new again. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but like we're sitting here on the radio, right? Like people maybe would have said, "Oh, radio's never going to make it," but here we are. People still listen to the radio. People still enjoy mechanical watches. Wait. People still enjoy mechanical watches. It's I guess there's like an art component to it. There's some people love a certain watch. Some people hate a certain watch. I've despised a watch in the past that then all of a sudden is like the next one on my list because like your tastes change. But yeah, to your point, the mechanical fascination, that symbiotic relationship of knowing that I have to keep moving to keep this watch going.
Yeah, you can't die.
Yeah. Use it as motivation.
So, but I will say this too. Good news for the watch industry. Kids are liking watches again. My kid is 16. And I think we got him a Tissot. He said, I want to watch. So I got him a nice starter watch. But we'll be looking at yours. Maybe that's the next one on the list for the kid.
You talk about making the jumps. You're doing finance in 2016, and you make the jump, and then you guys hit a couple roadblocks early right there in 2016-17. So what was that discussion like for you? How did taking that leap happen, and then kind of break down like that first year or so of the company?
Yeah. So gosh, I've told this story a bunch, but what I just keep coming back to is I really can't believe I did it. Like looking back on it, like how did I have the courage to do that? And I can't really quantify that. But what I can say is, internally I said, well, this is my last chance. I was 34 at the time, my last chance where I can take this kind of risk. And if it doesn't work out and I fall on my face, I've got enough time to get back up and I can figure it out. My girls were very young at the time. So that was the biggest risk is this is, the timing of this is not the best. But it teaches you a lot about perseverance. I've never really considered myself an entrepreneur until the last couple of years. Like now that I've officially done it, it wasn't like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm going to go do this thing. And so we learned all kinds of things. The mistakes you're going to make, and just setting yourself up so that you're not hurt too badly. I know that's kind of a broad subject, but when it's all on you and you have to do it. And luckily for me, it doesn't feel like work because I love watches so much. So there's nothing more I love than, getting on social media or responding to emails or, they say shooting your shot with like some celebrity or whatever, trying to get a watch on their wrist. And so when you do what you love, you just keep grinding, right? And it never stops. And that's what I enjoy the most. And so right now I'm thinking, what if this is as good as it gets, right? Like, what if we get to the point where we're so big that like the meetings we're having are about like insurance benefits? Like that's not fun.
Yeah.
I want to stay.
Have other people deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well put. Yes.
Yeah.
Do women buy these watches?
Yes.
Okay.
We get asked a lot about that. Like, I don't see any women's watches on your website. And I say, well, where's the women's car lot when you go to buy a new car?
What a good answer that is, baby.
I stole
down.
that from someone else. But the point they're making is, historically women's watches have been smaller in size. Yeah. But I quickly point out that, you can list 10 female celebrities that wear a 40 millimeter watch, which is the size that I'm wearing today. And I think, the chunkier watches are in, most Apple watches, I think they have a 38 and a 40 or a 42. Mm-hmm. And women wear those. My wife wears an Apple watch, unfortunately, but that's a 40 millimeter watch. So,
and people that say, well, I can get the time off my phone. It's not the same.
No.
First of all, a nice watch is a statement piece. It really is. And especially if you're someone who has to dress up for work, you want a nice watch. You're not going to go into a meeting, no offense, with a Seiko, right? No offense to them. You got to have a nice piece. So
maybe a Grand Seiko.
So
come on now.
There are watches that go for, my kid shows me off the internet, this watch goes for $250,000.
Yeah.
He showed me one that was like almost $1 million.
There's no,
they exist.
Right? That is overboard.
I respect Richard Mille.
So for a Swiss made watch, for an automatic watch, your prices are very reasonable. Can you talk about the cost comparison between your watch and maybe some of the brands that people know?
Yeah, so we range from about $1,700 to $2,500. Those are going to go up a little bit here in the near term, but modest price increases. And what I quickly point out is that what you're getting with a Manta watch is all of the things that you would get from the quote unquote big brand. And the reason why they can charge more is they have that history and heritage. We don't have that yet, but we're building it every day. And I think our customers are really excited about being part of that they got in kind of at the ground level, and that, there's kind of, if you know mentality. And I think that feels good for them to say, I knew about Manta before anyone else did. And that's really what we're trying to deliver. I mean, I'll go toe to toe with some of the bigger brands in terms of the finishing, the details, the reliability, the quality, the attention to detail, all of that. And you're going to get a fantastic watch. There's nothing I love more than when a customer gets their watch and emails us or calls us and just raves about it, because they can't process in their mind that this thing is that nice compared to what they're used to wearing.
So if a guy buys it in Britain, are you wondering how they found out about it? Do they?
I mean, usually it's some form of online, whether it's social media, whether it's YouTube, a blog, a Substack, Reddit. There's the information travels so fast. And then a lot of it is word of mouth. Like, somebody buys one and they tell their friends about it. And next thing you know, this guy's telling me, hey, so-and-so told me to get one of these. I got one. I love it.
I mean, that watch you have on your wrist, that looks like an $8,000 watch.
So
I mean, that's right.
This is exactly what my partner and I were saying in the office yesterday. I was wearing it for the first time, and we were back in like the conference room, and he's like, "Man, that looks so good on your wrist." Like, we still fall in love with our own product, like even though he knows it inside and out because he designed it. But he said the same thing. He goes, "That looks so expensive." I'm like, "Well, I think we're doing something right."
Yep.
How do you parse when you're doing the design? I know the design isn't necessarily your thing, but I know you've been in these discussions. How do you parse we want to make something that has the feel of maybe of a different style? Like, obviously, one of your styles has a lot of similarities to the classic Rolex Submariner. I'm looking at like I don't know if you're this watch brand called Maine that kind of has like an AP kind of looking with the integrated bracelet kind of looking thing. So it's like, how do you parse the homage kind of idea of a watch? Because there's nothing new under the sun, but there are these styles that people have ingrained in their mind of like, because it's the famous Rolex. How do you parse that?
Yeah, so the example that we use is pizza, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I love pepperoni pizza. A lot of people love pepperoni pizza. There's only really one way to do it, right? So a dive watch has to have a 60-minute unidirectional rotating bezel on it. That is the essence of what a dive watch is. Typically, they're black. Typically, some have a date window, some don't. They should have an adjustable clasp mechanism to go over your wetsuit when you go diving. So the little tiny details then become the size and shape of the markers, the hands, the color choices, and then the proportions. And so really for us, it just comes down to make sure it fits really well, that the design is cohesive, that there is balance and symmetry to the dial, that it's legible. That's really it. Like we keep trying to say like, oh man, how could we make this different and kind of create our own thing, or like to reinvent the wheel, right? That's really, really hard to do. And there's a reason why the wheel is always a circle, right? I mean, it's the most efficient way to do it.
Wheel in the sky keeps on turning.
There you go. Baby. There you go.
And the movements that you have to purchase, and there are times that there's interruptions, right? Like you have to deal. I remember when I was really into it, you'd read about a certain motor or engine company cutting production, or these are things you have to navigate as a smaller company, right?
Yes,
that could be real trouble.
Yeah, particularly during COVID. Solida, who makes our movements, they were like, we don't have any, and we can't get people in to make more. So there was, lead times went from 3 to 4 months to 9 to 10 months. And so, I mean, yeah, you get creative. There are ways to solve that. You can go out to the open market and see if people have movements in stock that they're willing to sell. But for the most part, we've been using the exact same suppliers for movement, hands, dial, case, bracelet, and we've been working with them since day one. And the only problems we've had are out of their control, like I said, with the pandemic issues. But for the most part, we put in our PO, they tell us when it's coming, and then we plan accordingly.
Do people ever just like what do people do to damage watches the most? Do they actually jump in the pool and they forget it's on?
No, because everything ours have water resistance that's more than enough to
But don't
to go
get in the pool with that thing, right?
Ours you can, absolutely. Yeah, as long as the crown is screwed down.
You would recommend it though? I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually do
You guys are
recommend
marked for 1,000 meters or what?
depending on the model.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
1,000 meters.
And so you're fine in the pool, Cam. You're good. You're good in the pool.
So not 1,000 meters, 1,000 feet.
Yeah, well, we ain't going that deep.
Yeah,
we're fine.
You're fine in the pool, Cam.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was
So,
just curious.
I mean, look, we're all human. You drop the watch, you smack it on a door jamb, magnetization.
Leave it in your car, maybe, or something. Oh, you don't want to do that, but the sun getting
That
on
won't do anything to it. No. No, I mean, the most
my ignorance.
Yeah, the most common problems are, the movement needs a regulation. Like I said, it gets magnetized, or a sudden shock to it can cause a problem. But the good news is, I think I want people to know is that these things are very easily fixed. It's not like a problem where you're going to have to spend a bunch of money to replace the whole movement. They're very resilient, and usually, for $50 to $100 is a typical service charge to get it back.
And a Swiss watch, and I believe yours falls into this category, will last forever. Like, I look forward to handing my watches down.
That's the big thing, yes.
If you service it properly, like I said, use that oil change for your car analogy, these things are going to outlive all of us. No questions asked.
And that's for me. It's like getting into my 20s and 30s. It's like, oh, I can buy a pair of leather shoes and it's going to cost me 3 times more now, but I'm going to have this pair of shoes is going to last me 25 years, and I'm going to save money in the long run. A watch, it's like we already talked about the wearable art aspect of things, but also it's just like the story behind it, the fact that it's going to last 70, 80 plus years, and you can pass it down to the next generation.
Well, hopefully you won't procreate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But so hopefully so hopefully some kid helps me mow my lawn when I'm in my 80s, and I bequeath everything to him, and now some young whippersnapper with drive has a couple watches, and that's a good story, Jim. You're exactly right. That's the beauty of the watches. Pivoting from the watches, because it's not just watches. You talk about cheesecake as well.
Yeah.
The Post. I remember going to it for the first time in like 2013, and it's blown up, added locations over the last 12 years. Talk about the Post and the way it's kind of grown over the years in St. Louis area.
Yeah, so the Post is a similar story. I've done a lot of like entrepreneur business podcasts, and they say like, what's been your secret to success? And I'm like, I don't really have anything other than just work ethic and do the right thing. But what I feel like my best quality is my ability to judge character. And that's served me in, finding a wife and learning who my friend group is, but then most importantly with my business partnerships. And I'm very proud to say that so Michael on the Monta side is one of my closest friends. And then my business partner on the Post side, Adrian Glass, who came up with the concept. We went to high school together. There's actually 4 or 5 of us that all kind of knew each other in high school that are part of it. And similar thing. He came to me in 2008, I guess it was, and said, "I got this idea for a sports bar, and it's like something that nobody's ever done before." And I'm thinking, "What are you talking about?" And I had just gotten married, and what little money I had to my name, I was like, "Man, I will kick myself if I'm not part of this, and this thing blows up." So I'm like, "I'm all in." My wife, was like, "This is crazy. I can't believe you're doing this." And so same thing. Adrian's just, very passionate. He's found what he truly loves. He walked away from the sure thing. He was a CPA for a big accounting firm and took this risk. And so we've been having a blast. We've got 4 locations now. And similar to what I focus on with the watch is he's laser focused on the product and the people and making sure that every time you go to the Post, you have a similar experience. And his accounting background has been great because it's allowed him to be very smart with the books. And so he and I do a monthly call to go over the P&L and the balance sheet, kind of get to leverage the finance side of my brain still to this day. And we are actively looking for location number 5.
Nice.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
Damn.
I'm a purist. And my wife is from Philly, spent some time in Philly, so I know cheesesteaks. When I was working with, I can say TMA, on another station, and we had Post, and they gave us cheesesteaks. I was like, this is the real deal, and I've been a fan since then. And I don't want anything else on it.
I like the plain Jane,
because that's how good it is. I don't get anything on my cheesesteak at the Post, just plain, because that's how good.
But you're saying the meat, the cheese, the onions, and the green peppers.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
the way
plain
it comes.
Yep.
Because I know you can get it a million different ways.
We've expanded our cheesesteak menu. There's a buffalo chicken cheesesteak. We now have a Cuban cheesesteak. There's a breakfast cheesesteak.
I think Jim's gonna love any place that has an entire section of the menu that is cheesesteak in bold or cheesesteaks in bold. That's pretty special.
Now the problem with Rock is that he doesn't like big ones. So
he doesn't like sloppy ones.
Anyone where there's like the sandwich is too big, he's against. But I think the cheesesteak at the Post is perfect size.
It's the perfect size.
Yeah.
But there were many sports bars that kind of sold cheesesteaks. Is that what he talked to you about back in the day? Like, we're doing something different. Is that what it was? When
Well, Jimmy, you'll appreciate this. So one of our original partners, who was the chef, who's no longer with us, he wanted to go move back to Colorado, and we still keep in touch, and we're all still good friends. But he spent a lot of time in Philly, and so honed a cheesesteak recipe, and so that was his mark on the menu was, I want to make sure we do this the right way.
It's really good.
We've got tens of thousands of customers to prove that.
Is that
point
like
now,
the number one thing you sell there?
It is the number one selling item on the menu. Yes, it is. And I will also mention that for people listening, if you want to try the Post and you want to do the Postmates or Uber Eats or whatever, the cheesesteak travels really well.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than go ordering online and getting a burger and the bun's all soggy. But the cheesesteak, like whenever I get carry out from the Post, I always get a cheesesteak because it's going to taste just as good at home as it does in the restaurant.
That's right.
See, that's your gift.
God, I'm hungry.
judging character. No, you're judging really cool things.
I'm a detail
Swiss
guy.
watches and cheesesteaks.
God, it's great. man.
Yeah.
Well, Justin, we appreciate you coming in. We do. And you got a good thing going. Anything else you want to tell people where they can look you up? And
Yeah. I mean,
give us the website for your watches.
Yes.
There you
So montawatch.com. That's montawatch.com. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. For the local listeners, go to Clarkson Jewelers. And I love watches because of the people, right? Like you can be in an airport lounge and see a guy with a cool watch, and it's an instant conversation starter. So call the office, email info@montawatch.com. I love talking watches. I'd be happy to talk to anybody about what we're doing. And thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate this opportunity.
Good luck. Good luck. Your stuff is
hungry
great.
now. I'll tell you that. All right, we're going to go to break. Thank you, Justin. We'll be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Hot Take Central 2.0.
Now, as you sports fans know,
It's really getting out of hand, man. It's blowing way out of control.
With Cam Janssen
I'm going to lead you down the path that rocks.
and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
You're a legend in the city, living by day instead of night.
Weekday mornings from 8 to 10.
hell yeah.
Only on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
This whole situation is getting out of control.
Buddy.
What do you say, buddy?
Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds, not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, it don't get much better than this.
Yep.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222.
This is your LouInfo.com news update. A man has died after being found near train tracks in St. Louis early Monday morning. Railroad workers spotted him around 3 a.m. and called police. He was taken to the hospital with head injuries but did not survive. One man is dead and 2 others are recovering after a shooting Sunday night in North St. Louis. Police say it happened around 9 p.m. on North Taylor. The victims were dropped off at the hospital. A 39-year-old man died while 2 others are stable. Homicide detectives are investigating. Well, big honors for Forest Park in St. Louis. It just won the 2025 Landmark Award from the American Society of Landscape Architects. The restoration began back in 2000, led by HOK, Forest Park Forever, and the city, reviving spots like the Grand Basin and Post-Dispatch Lake. The project aims to preserve its historic charm. Well, the Mediterranean fast casual restaurant chain Cava plans its first St. Louis area location. It'll take over existing space inside the De Pere Corners Shopping Center on Manchester Road. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports. Anytime, anywhere.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. We'll be getting sunshine today. The temperatures stay very warm with high pressure in the Midwestern states covering our area. Low 90s for the afternoon high. Down to 70 and clear for the overnight hours. We get low 90s again on Wednesday with sunny skies. Mid-90s and sunny on Thursday. Then we cool off a little bit on Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Lunchtime just got a whole lot better at Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. From mouth-watering wraps to loaded quesadillas to bold, flavor-packed sandwiches, Hot Shots has something fresh every single day, along with your favorite wings, burgers, and pizza that you know and love. And don't sleep on those Hot Shots tacos. Plus, if you gotta be in and out quick for lunch, Hot Shots has you covered every day starting at 11 a.m. Find your nearest Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill now at hotshotsnet.com.
Hey everyone, Cam Janssen here to tell you about the experts at Fast Signs in Earth City. Fast Signs can handle any and all of your business visibility needs, from traditional signs and graphics to digital to core graphics and anything in between. Fast Signs in Earth City has you covered. The station uses them, the Blues use them, and you will love the work they do. Call 314-344-4400 for your custom signage needs today. That's Fast Signs in Earth City, 314-344-4400.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
Not sure how to get a lawyer after an accident? Call Brown & Crouppen. We'll walk you through it. Worried it'll cost too much? Here's a fact. At Brown & Crouppen, you pay nothing up front, and we never get paid unless you do. When you're our client, you'll have all your questions answered, all for free. Hurt? Get the facts and help you need. Call Brown & Crouppen now.
This is Mizzou wide receiver Kevin Coleman Jr. And I'm Mizzou linebacker Josiah Trotter. When we hit the field, we have each other's back. And off the field, we got James Carlton, State Farm covering us.
Thanks, fellas. Nothing beats college football season and nothing beats saving money. Just by getting a quote from our office and mentioning Mizzou, we'll make a donation to support Mizzou's will to win push on your behalf. No strings attached.
So you're supporting the team just by checking your rates. Doesn't get any easier than that.
It's so easy. Check them out online at carltoninsurance.net. MIZZOU.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
9:39, baby. Let's go. Let's go. This is the Lou Information Station, live and on demand on louinfo.com. We're live on YouTube. Jimmy's finishing up a Wendy's bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. My buddy Cooper's dropped it off. We're getting food out the wazoo, baby. Coop, thank you very much for that, man. I know you're listening right now. Gino said Gino, what are you bringing in? You said, I don't know if I believe you, Gino, because I believe you said this before and you ghosted us. So don't be lying to me. Let's see. What did he say? Gino. Okay, he's going to bring in, Carl's Deli.
Okay.
That's
good.
Okay. I'm bringing in Carl's Deli in tomorrow for Cam and Jim. I'll bring Rock a bologna and cheese so he doesn't make a mess.
That's a bad take. His take is bad.
He's got a lot of takes, you know.
A sandwich can't be good
if it's messy.
If it's too big. Because
wait, who said that?
Rocky.
Oh, I like a big messy sandwich.
I do eat a lot of sandwiches in my car though, and I make a mess because I'm driving home. Like I gotta eat the damn thing. Yeah, but it's 40. They don't get soggy. True. Unlike the cheesesteaks.
Pop-Tart. Eat a damn Pop-Tart.
I still do it. I eat it.
All right. Because his thing, Ryan, is that architecture is important for a sandwich. I said no. On his list, it's number 7. No, the only thing on your list for sandwiches should be delicious.
It should just taste good.
Right?
Oh, man. More infomercials. See you tomorrow. I thought he was an interesting guy. Young entrepreneur, selling watches and selling cheesesteaks. That you guys have been
selling watches and cheesesteaks?
Yeah, baby.
Swiss watches.
God dang.
Badass. You like watches?
Yeah, I like watches. I do like watches.
These things are badass.
Sort of like watches.
Yeah, I just got a new watch for my graduation gift. It was nothing crazy, but it was a nice watch. I don't even know. I think it's like gold, but it wasn't actual gold. It's like a Perry Ellis solar watch.
That's cool.
Nice. Yeah, it was nice though.
So when people walk by, they're not going to be like, "Oh, that's fake." They don't know.
Yeah,
they don't know. But these watches that he had, they look bitchin'.
Beautiful.
Really cool.
Look, I've been a watch guy for a while. You can look at those things and know that they are fine watches.
Yeah. I wonder how those tariffs are doing. You said they weren't. It's got to be a little bit difficult to deal with.
See, that's a different thing than most tariffs because they protect their watch industry. Like that's their main thing, you know. Like that's one of the things that country is known for.
Mm-hmm.
If you look down here this is the 6 down here, it says Swiss made, and to get that, you can't put that on your watch unless you have all the licensing and approvals. Of the Swiss government. And there's a cost associated with that.
Yep. Yeah, they look really, really cool. Really cool. Let's see here. They don't open until 9, so it'll be the second half of the show. Okay, that's fine. Bring Rocky a knuckle sandwich.
Will that fit?
Man, oh man. Genuine question. Should we not get local entrepreneurs, small business owners on to talk about their stories in business? Rocky O's Tech talking to you guys on YouTube because a couple guys chirp here and there. He's not even a sponsor. Rock wanted to get him on to share his story as an entrepreneur. I think that's interesting.
Not only that, okay, yes, that's compelling, but it's watches and cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
That seems interesting.
Count me in
to
for
me.
both. Now, look, watches aren't everyone's thing. Maybe cheesesteaks are, but that guy was interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Got a lot of things going on. These watches are $2,000. I might look at one of these for my kid, says Jimmy the Cat Hayes. Dave Green paying him too much. Would you give him one?
Dave, it's not enough, actually. I would think about it as like a graduation gift from high school.
Yeah. That's kind of cool. Is that what he would want? What would he want?
A car.
I know.
What else?
I don't know. I don't know. What is he into?
So he asked for his birthday one year, a decent watch. So I got him one. But this would be a step up, maybe for graduation from high school.
That'd be cool. And some cologne. He likes a cologne too now.
He has his own business. Tryafragrance.com. By the way, Ryan,
what's up?
You ever think, oh, there's a great expensive cologne out there.
Yeah.
I don't want to invest before I try it. Tryafragrance.com. That's my kid's online
Pretty
business.
gosh dang cool.
And you can buy like a small sample size.
Like little spray
Yeah,
things.
like it's
I know
good
what you're
enough
talking
for probably like, I don't know how many, but like 30 uses, whatever, for a
Mhm.
fraction of what it would cost you to invest in the full bottle.
Gotcha.
Tryafragrance.com.
Oh boy.
I think there's something like that. It's like
there's a lot of websites.
Yeah, there's one website where you get a different fragrance each month.
Smell of the month club.
Yeah, something like that.
Somebody chimed in through a little, I guess, a Snapchat of Iggy chirping us again. Piggy threw some shade
What
through
do
him
you say?
for us.
Read it. I like that.
Tomorrow on Hot Take Central, Steve will join them to talk about his travel agency and a pizza parlor business.
Well, at least these guys are employed. Cost cutting.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Are they bulletproof? If I could use them like Wonder Woman's bracers, that'd be a game changer, Gino. Do these watches have alarms on them? I need something to keep me from falling asleep during the segment. Oh, be nice. They're always chirping. Let's see here. I go to Cyberg's. My son played hockey with one of the kids, and they did a lot for Afton. With that said, the food is a bit overrated and overpriced. You like Cyberg's?
Yeah,
I do too.
It's not all that.
Really?
It's cool. Like, I don't think it's overpriced and overrated, but it's pretty.
If you like the sauce, you like Cyberg's.
I like it. It's all right.
Helen Fitzgerald's has the same thing, right? It's the same kind of chef at Helen's with that. You've been to Helen's?
Yeah, but I can't remember what wings you talking about.
Just the wing sauce.
Yeah,
that like that
It's like
real
a mustard-
tangy. Yeah,
mustard
mustard.
base.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I love
Good.
it.
Different.
I love it. Let's see here. Cam, I saw Deftones Saturday at Enterprise and sat in the Bull and Bear Club. You ever sat there before? It was great. Oh, not during a concert, but during blues games I have. Deftones is badass, man. I missed out on some concerts. God, Pantera, Deftones, bunch of guys came in and out of here. Missed it. El Monstero missed it. You watch any football last night, Ryan?
I watched a little bit, but I had work and then I went to sleep a little early trying to, I did.
You're a working man.
I've been doing good, Jimmy. I've been going to sleep at like 10.
What time do you get up?
I get up at like Monday. I woke up at 4:30, which was actually good for me. But today I woke up at 5. Yeah.
It's still pretty early.
So
I get here
6,
at like
7 hours a night. You get.
Yeah, give or take. Some days I go to sleep at 12 and that'd be bad, but most of the time it's like 11, 10:30.
Yeah, I used to think I need 8. Now if I get 6,
yeah,
I'm okay.
And I'll take a nap during the day too.
Cam needs 12 hours.
I do.
Yeah, he told me today.
My
he went to
wife,
sleep at 8.
my wife could sleep till the cows when I'm home. She could sleep. I get up early though, man. I'm up. I never sleep. And even like this weekend, I golfed all weekend. I was tired playing 27 holes. Got up at 4:30 again. Yeah, I'll take a 3-hour nap at 1 o'clock.
All right,
fine. But
now,
I get
when
up
the
early.
alarm
So
goes like for work. Are you up or do
I'm
you
up
hit
way
snooze?
before it.
You're up before?
Yeah. Never wakes me up. Only whenever I walk in, I forgot that I have it on, and all of a sudden it goes off. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm already up. That's discipline, baby. I had to be disciplined back in the day. If I'm late for practice, I'm donezo.
When I am woken up by the alarm, I know I was really tired.
Exactly.
I would say 4 out of 5 days. I'm up a little before.
I mean, have you really been late for anything very important?
I'm sure, but I can't remember.
All right, well, if you can't remember, that's good. You know what I mean? What about you, Ryan?
No, I've never.
Boy, you start showing up late to places, man. You get a reputation
Yeah.
so fast, your head will spin.
Yeah, my mom always told me show up 30 minutes before. So
I mean,
if you're always early, you're never late.
Exactly.
God, oh my! Oh, some of the Baltimore Orioles broadcaster was chirping. The fans booed. They're in Toronto, and the fans booed because I guess the pitcher did something. The fans start booing, and their broadcaster goes off on Canadians not knowing anything about baseball. It's hilarious. Then everybody starts chiming in. So this cat, I forgot his name. You might know him, the broadcaster from Baltimore. So now he's taking a beating on Twitter. It goes from Rosenthal to this guy, to this guy, to this guy. It's never-ending cycle, Jimmy. Never-ending cycle. And that one guy wanted to get you involved.
What?
The photographer.
Photographer, yeah.
He was trying to get you.
Well, he didn't.
He didn't.
Bring receipts.
Let's go then.
Bring receipts.
God almighty. So
I'm just telling you, though, that you live your radio, TV. Just try not to step in it.
Man, it's hard.
Just try not.
Like, what did I say? Like, did I get everything out that I wanted? Is somebody gonna look that doesn't like us, but still like hate listens?
Yeah.
And
take
clips,
something out of context.
Take something out and starts posting it. You know, I don't know.
That's
It worries the
that's what
hell
we do
out of me.
politically, though, in this country.
Sure.
too. Like every clip has like one little thing likely taken out of context.
I just still, I know I brought this up a million times, but that the TMZ of those girls in the background laughing their ass off when they just realized that Trump tweeted out Charlie Kirk is dead is so crazy to me. They cheered like they won a damn Super Bowl.
So someone posted,
It's
I don't
weird.
know about it, that the car chase that they may have been watching because it was in California, they announced that Kirk had died while they were showing the chase.
Yes.
And the person who posted this said this is what caused them to cheer. And I haven't seen anyone debunk that.
No, because they're not going to be
wrong.
able to. They're not going to be able to. The car didn't even crash. No one did anything. It was just driving down it when they announced it.
Actually, the view of the car was blocked by buildings because the
So there was
helicopter didn't have the right angle.
So
when
why
that
would you
happened.
cheer during that? You wouldn't.
Sometimes there's another reason, but I don't know it. I haven't heard it yet.
It's crazy to me.
And Harvey Levin seems like a pretty rational guy.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
I know
he knew. You know the cameras are everywhere. You know there's audio everywhere, and you still did that. Meaning that even if nothing happened, there wasn't video. You're yelling so loud to where you're comfortable doing that in front of everybody in the whole situation in that whole building. Because if you think about it, how ridiculous that
was. Was Harvey live? Or
yes,
was it
he was.
taped?
He was live.
Yeah, you got it.
He was live. They started.
I still
like,
wouldn't.
Whoa! Yes.
Yes. I still
Unbelievable.
couldn't get anyone cheering over some political activist being killed or a politician being killed,
shot their head blown off. Even if you despise somebody and they are just sitting up there and their head gets blown off, you're gonna cheer.
And you have if that's the case, you have an entire newsroom.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Even the one of the guys that he used to debate a lot, that's like around my age, he was like bawling his eyes out when it happened. Because even though he doesn't agree with him at all, it's
horrible for the country. It's horrible.
It was
Even
a
if
bad
that
thing
was
to see.
Don Lemon or what, somebody horrible.
You know,
I don't know who the left's Charlie Kirk is. You know, I don't know who that would really be. Rock mentioned somebody, and I forgot what he said, but I don't know who would Charlie Kirk on the left would be.
Van Jones is the guy.
Van Jones, okay.
And I don't want to see any harm come to anybody.
No,
just don't understand people that. Again, I'll say when you cast someone as a Nazi, okay. I mean, you think about Nazis. They had to be stopped at any cost. Okay. I get that. They're Nazis. Just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean they're a Nazi. Nazis killed 6 million people.
Tried to take over the world. Holy cow. This whole situation's goofy. But it does bring the the worst out of people after somebody dies, just to see where you're at. I mean, it's not just, it's like teachers and
no, but sometimes
it's crazy.
Someone dies, and I think it brings out the good in people.
Sure.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it does.
Well, this is going to bring out a huge movement.
Thing.
Like, this is not going away. People are not happy about this. And I think it's going to hurt the Democratic Party because I think it's going to fuel more people to talk and to be involved. So I don't know.
Or maybe
they're scared to death to do anything now.
We don't see it now, but maybe in the aftermath, there will be people coming together
Hopefully.
and realizing, I don't care what side someone's.
What would
death
need
is
to happen
tragic.
for everybody to come together? We're so
Me
divided.
being elected lieutenant governor.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. Unfortunately, have to be another tragic event. You know what I mean? Where the country comes together. Even then, I don't even know.
Maybe as time passes, people be like,
you know,
maybe
maybe Trump's out of the White House. People will calm down a little bit. I don't know. You know what I mean? But God, we're divided, man. It's crazy.
And both sides like to divide.
Yeah.
You know,
do.
Look, I'm not saying Trump should be saying kumbaya, but he doesn't help the cause. He doesn't, if you're being honest. Like,
No,
he's not going to give an inch.
You know,
maybe someone needs to give an inch.
He does throw some bombs out. Like Pocahontas. I mean, like, he's got a name for everybody.
And Kirk was his friend, and Kirk helped get him elected.
Big
So
time.
I get why Trump takes it personally, but you're also president. So maybe you should put out some words of uniting.
But I just think a lot of these events, you know, they like that the guy with the weird old man mask, like that kind of, no one's really talking about it. I guess he's in jail. He didn't kill himself or anything. They found him a couple days later up in where it was a Maine or forgot where it's
And
at.
those are Democrats that he off.
Yeah,
in their home.
And the story kind of just went away. Something else popped up. Something else popped up. Something else popped up. I don't think this is going to go away for a little while, but I don't know. What do you think of Ken Rosenthal's apology? Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
You're working too. Yeah, so you got too much going on. You got too much going on.
Like after I leave the station, I'll be like watching like a couple sports, but yeah, it's be a lot of news just getting in my head every day. But yeah, somebody in the comments said we got past the Civil War in the 60s and 70s with civil rights problems. History says this will pass.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
Well, I don't know.
That's crazy to be on a college campus and that can happen. Like,
scary.
That's just scary because whenever I was in college, I'm just like, I felt safe. But
well, I mean, there's a lot of
remember
the Virginia Tech shooter?
Yeah, it's just like,
you know what I was amazed at with the Charlie Kirk thing is after they took a shot at Trump, everyone was like, where was, the security on the roof? And there was security, just lax on that one building. But you would think with Charlie Kirk, who apparently got death threats by the bucket every week, that there wasn't someone on the roof
watching out. Have one guy there, one guy there. Yeah, okay, you have security behind you in case somebody runs up, but what?
Right.
Damn.
And now people are going to be leery about having outdoor events.
I know. It's going to slow the process down.
I also think for the real crazies, I mean, the people that are out there, I don't know what side, because there's crazy everywhere. Someone's going to do something even worse to stoke the fires one way or the other. I hope not.
I hope not too. Weird time. It's a weird time. Look at that guy. Ryan gives me little signals right there, baby. 2 minutes? Yeah, let's go.
2 minute.
2 minute warning right there.
2 minute warning, baby.
2 minute warning. I tell you what, watching Baker Mayfield last night. God,
man,
he's still doing his thing.
That's
that guy.
my favorite quarterback in the league, man.
Dude, he's tough as nails, dude.
He's a tough
He's
dog.
tough as nails. And why'd he leave Cleveland? They didn't like him. They kicked him to the curb.
So stupid. He took him to the playoffs.
Asses.
They took him to the playoffs and for the first time in 20 years, won a playoff game. Then the next year he goes 8-8 or 8-9. They cut him. Then he bounces around two teams, balls out with the Rams in the last game of the season. He gets signed to Tampa and takes him to the playoffs.
And then takes over. He's not a big guy. He's older too, and he's been in the league forever.
8 years. And keep in mind, he takes over after the GOAT.
That's right.
Nobody wanted that job. He comes
Hell
back and
nah.
says, man, I'm gonna come back after the GOAT.
And he's so different than Tom Brady. Everything he does is completely different. Like Tom Brady just he's a completely different quarterback. He dominated, dude. And he gets rocked. He gets hit. He takes hits and he pops back up like Jesus. I like him, man. I got respect for that dude. I really do. Baker Mayfield. Good for you, baby. Let me tell you about City Seafood. City Seafood was born from the legacy of Bob's Seafood, a beloved St. Louis fish stand that began in the Del Mar Loop. As demand grew, so did the business, expanding into wholesale and moving a larger space off of I-170 and Olive, becoming a go-to for restaurants and seafood lovers like me. In 2022, when development plans closed, Bob's Doors former VP Mike V partnered with an entrepreneur, Brad Burns, to create City Seafood, blending decades of seafood expertise with a fresh, modern approach. Today, we continue the tradition with premium seafood, online ordering, custom packages, and a free local delivery. New name, same mission. The best seafood in the city with a smile. God.
Nice read.
Because I love seafood. I told Ed Herman, if I'm ever going to get executed, in jail, in prison, and my last meal would be a seafood boil. Although I probably won't be hungry and I'll just kill me.
What are you going to do? What's the crime?
Ooh, I don't know. I haven't thought of that yet.
I'll tell you what it won't be.
Oh, I don't know.
Butchering live reads, because that was wonderful.
Damn good. I appreciate that. Sometimes I need compliments like that, Jimmy. Thank you very much. All right, guys. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Rock. Thank you, Coop. Thank you. We'll see everybody tomorrow. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.